same right this way. Thank you. Have a good night. So appreciate you being here. I bet you at a fundraising banquet for the American Cancer Society, you're going to get a lot more thank you very much for being here, okay, than you would possibly at another event. But I don't know if you've ever noticed it. How many have gone to a Springfield Cardinals game? You've gone to one? Have you guys ever noticed what they do as you exit? You will find most of the representatives at every exit, and they're always saying, thanks for coming, hope you had a great time, have a great day. They want you to have a positive feeling as you left, and that, my friends, is great customer service. Okay? Not all events are done that way. Not all events really care about that type of thing. But I tell you, it really adds to the overall customer experience. Okay? So look for entry as you come in, what's it like, versus exit. All right. Number 2, what was done at this event to engage the audience? How many of you have gone to a Springfield Cardinals game again? Okay. Give me an example of how they engaged the audience, if you don't mind.
The day I went, they were trying to beat a world record for those nose glasses with like fake nose and little mustache.
Yeah.
So they gave those to everybody, and they tried to get everybody to wear them so they could beat the record.
Excellent, excellent. So they engage with little trinkets, little promotionals that they do. They shoot. You've seen them shoot out the T-shirts, right? You've seen them do the between inning activities. That's engaging the audience. You've gone to a basketball game, timeouts. When there's timeouts, what do they do to try to engage the audience? They're doing activities to engage the audience. Okay? So pay attention to what they do to engage the audience. We did a conference this past weekend in Waco, Texas, and one of the things we did to engage the audience at a conference setting, it was actually an event, but it was that night, or that day, Saturday, is we took questions from all of the audience members, and we asked the selection of those questions, and we asked the panel discussion, the two people at a panel, that were having a dialogue on stage, that the questions were from the audience to them, and they were able to respond. It engaged the audience more so than had we not done that. Similar example would be if somebody were to give out door prizes. Okay, everybody puts in a registration name into a ballot or into a box. You pull out a name, door prize winner. People get excited. They run up to the stage. Blah blah blah. Example. Another example of engagement of the audience. Okay. So that's something else you need to ask yourself. Number 3, were there any factors that appealed to any or all the 5 senses? Touch, smell, taste, hearing, sight. Okay? Somebody give me an example, if you will, of what you would pay attention to related to touch at any kind of event. How could you assess whether or not they were paying attention to the small detail of customer or guest experience specifically related to touch? What would you look for?
Maybe if the concert was crowded or if you had personal space to move around.
Excellent. Everybody wants personal space. So 2-foot bubble usually is what we look for. Was it so crowded, they crammed people in so much that there wasn't that personal space? Excellent. What's another example of touch?
Cleanliness, like you want to touch something and have to get there on your hands.
Cleanliness. How many have gone into a movie theater and feet are sticking to the ground? Or gone to an arena or stadium? Those are examples of cleanliness, and we pay attention to those things in terms of touch. How about the comfort of the chair itself? Is it padded? Or is it a hard, cold chair? Is it wet? Is it dirty? One of the things, again, Springfield Cardinals do very well is if they've got wetness or anything else, they go out and they wipe those chairs down so that when people come, it's a clean chair. They don't think of dustiness and have to wipe it off. Okay. Another example you may not think about is if you received an invitation to go to a fundraising banquet for the Boys and Girls Club or something like that, you can tell a lot sometimes about the quality of the ticket. Was it printed on nice paper? Did it have a nice feel to it? Was it a nice texture? Or was it photocopied on a colored paper? Totally different experience. One, you think, this is going to be a rinky-dink experience. The other one is, this is a nice event. And I think I'm going to dress up for this one. Okay? You will have that kind of impression just simply by the touch. I mean, everybody would dress up, except for Devin, right? Devin might wear his hat and clothes there. Right? All right. So comedy. All right. Smell. What would we be paying attention to in terms of smell game? What would you notice? Food, did you say? Okay, food, the smell of the food, yeah. What else?
Does the facility itself smell clean?
Does the facility itself smell clean? And specifically, oftentimes we think about the bathrooms. When we go into the bathroom, that's part of the customer service, by the way, or your request for service. Go to the bathroom, check them out. Are they clean or not? Do they have a certain odor to them or not? Again, does the actual facility itself have a clean feel to it? Again, this event that I was talking about in Waco, Texas recently that we just put on, one of the suggestions from some of the event planners were to, next time, to possibly either burn coffee-scented candles or something, because the theme of the conference was Fresh, Grounded Faith. It was the title of it, and the theme was coffee. And so we had a cafe motif up there with a bistro table and coffee cups around. Really nice atmosphere. We wanted to make a very comfortable kind of atmosphere. Well, one of the things we could have done is burn some coffee-scented candles so that when people came into the auditorium for the first time, they would have that comfort smell, and it would make them feel really good, along with some cool music in the background. Creates an atmosphere. Okay, pay attention to those little details. Might make a difference in your event. So we look at touch, smell, taste. Taste of the food, obviously, would be something that we'd be paying close attention to. Is it good quality? Is it not? Hearing. What are we looking for hearing? How would you analyze that?
Quality of sound.
The quality of the sound. Okay? Usually that's what it is. Do they have enough monitors? Do they have enough sound? A large enough rack? Walk around that facility. Walk around in that concert. See if in every location you are at, where you are located in, do you have good quality sound? Okay? Ask yourself that question while you're there. Again, you're putting on the shoes, you're sitting in the shoes of standing in the shoes of an event manager in that situation. What's the sound like for everybody in the audience? Okay, is it good? Is it not?